Hi everyone. So today we'll be discussing on the BFS actually, breadth first search, right? So using the queue. So let's see what the definition part says here. Breadth first search or the BFS is a graph traversal algorithm. Yep. It's one of the important or the famous graph traversal algorithm. Yep. So that explores nodes level by level. What it does, it explores the node level by level, right? So this part is very important. It explores the nodes how it explores the node level by level, right? Each level it uses queue, nothing but in the this one FIFO format, right? So it uses queue and the queue uses FIFO, first in first out. Actually it uses queue to visit all the immediate neighbors before going deeper, right? So before going deeper, it uses the queue to visit all the immediate neighbors. That's what the BFS does. Yep. So it will not before going the depth, what it does, it visit all the immediate neighbors. That we have to keep in mind. Yep. So this is fine. Next, let's go with the algorithm explanation. Yep, let's consider this example, man. The same example that we'll be considering within the code actually. So graph we have here 0, then 0 to 1, 2. We have considered the same thing here. 0 to 1, 0 to 2, then 1 to 3 we have, and 2 to null, 3 to null. So this is fine. Yep. So this is the graph that will be considering. First, what we will do, we have to start from the source node here. Source node is 0, right? So then we have to mark this one as visited. After this one, starting from the source node, we will be marking this one as visited by something. Yeah, we can make anything. We can use anything. So I'll just write here hash. Then we'll push this one to the queue. We'll push 0 to the queue. That's what we will be doing. While queue is not empty, we'll remove the front node. We'll push this one into the queue, and while queue is not empty, we'll what we'll do, we will remove the or this one dequeue, sorry, not enqueue, we will dequeue from the this one front node, actually front node. So we have only 0, this is the front node. Actually we'll dequeue this one from the front node, right? So then we will process it. We will push all the unvisited neighbors into the queue. Next, what we will do, we'll do same for the 1 and 2. We'll remove, say, we'll do same for the 1 and 2. First 0, then comes the 1, then comes 2. Then what we'll do, we'll continue until the queue becomes empty. So 1 has 3, and right child for the 1 is empty, and 2 is empty. 2 is completely empty, right? So sorry, 2 we have, we don't have any child nodes for the 2. 3 is also empty. 3 doesn't consist of any node, right? Any children, basically, right? So we have to add 3 actually. So this is going to be the this one output, basically. This is going to be the 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So accordingly with the algorithm, let's try to implement the same thing in the form of code. Let's try to implement the same thing in the form of code actually. Yep. Let's consider the same example. Let's consider the same example here, right? So I'll just come here. Let me come here. The first thing I'm going to do here is this one. 1 second. So first thing, number of nodes we have is 4, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 nodes here. You can clearly see here accordingly with what? Uh, accordingly with the graph that we have considered, right? So I'll just go with int n equals 4. N equals 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is fine. Next, let's consider the graph here. So I'll just go with the int this one g, nothing but the graph. Yeah, let me go with the. So here we will be going with the adjacency list. So adjacency list, what are the neighbors of 0 actually? First, we will be starting with the source node as per the algorithm, right? So first we will be going with a 0. For 0, what are the neighboring elements? We have clearly mentioned here 1, 2, right? So let me copy this one. I'll just paste it over here, right? So next we will be considering for the this one actually. For 1, we have already seen that one. For 1, neighboring node is 3. Let me copy this one as well, right? So this is fine. Next, for 2 and 3, we don't have any this one neighboring nodes, the children, right? So I'll just give empty nodes here. So let me give comma here, or else we'll be getting the error, right? So this is it for the adjacency list. Yep. So now, after considering the adjacency list, as per the algorithm, we have to this one mark the node visited. Whatever the node that we visit, we have to mark them as visited, right? So I'll just go with a Boolean value here, right? So I'll just go with a visited here, and let me go with the new. Let me go with the new Boolean of size n actually, size n. Yep, so this is fine. Number of nodes, nothing but we are passing this one. Yep, uh, this is fine. Next, let's go with the q. Let's go with the q. Q, we are having integer, so the type integer. Let me pass integer within the angle brackets here. So this is fine. Q equals new array dq. Array dq. Let me complete the this one syntax section. Yep, let's go with the array dq. So this is fine. First, as per the this one algorithm, we have to start from the source node. We have to add this one to the queue. So let me go with, it's as simple as that. I'll just go with the add operation and add the 0, right? So then we have to mark that one as visited. So I'll just go with a visited of 0 as we are considering the boolean. So we'll be going with a boolean value true, right? So we have already visited the source node 0. So we'll be marking this one true, right? So now comes the main part, nothing but the standardized BFS loop, right? So I'll just go with when queue shouldn't be empty, right? It should consist of the other nodes, neighboring nodes in simple terms. So I'll just go with while queue is not empty so that we can move further actually. Yep. So what we have to do, so I'll just go with u equals q dot poll. We have to remove that one and process. We have to remove the node and we have to process, right? So I'll just go with a poll property to remove. Yep. Then let me go with a system out println. Sorry, why this is considering? 1 second. So am I considering? Okay. System out print. So ln is also not required. Yeah, let's print in the same line. I'll just go with u plus. So let me leave the space, right? So that this looks good actually. Yep, this is fine. Next, what we'll be doing? Let's go with a simple for loop because we have to add all the neighboring nodes. We have processed only for the source node. Yep. So the same process we'll be doing it for the neighboring nodes as well. We are going level by level, right? First 0, then as per the this one we have considered example we have considered, then 1, 2, then 3, right? So first 0, then 1, 2, then 3, right? So first I'll go with a for loop here int v g of u. So this is fine. Let's go with a simple if condition here, not of visited vertex v, right? Vertex v. Then what we'll do, we have to visit. If we have not visited that particular this one neighboring node, we have to visit that one, right? So I'll give visited of v, will visit and mark that one as, yeah, we'll be visiting the neighboring nodes and we'll be marking that one as true. And after marking that one, we have to add that one to the queue. That for that, I'll just make use of the add property and I'll just go with the. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So this is it for the BFS. This is it for the BFS. It's as simple as that. Yep. So this is it for the BFS using queue. Yep. So I see no error here. Yep. So this is fine. So before running the code, let's do one thing. Yeah, let's dry run the code and then we can just come here and run the code, right? So if we dry run, we'll get to know the code actually, how the code works accordingly with the example that we have considered this one, right? So we'll go with the same example actually. We'll get to know how the code works and we'll get to know about the output as well, right? So let's do that and then we can just come to the code and we can run the code. So we'll be considering the same example actually. We'll be considering the same example that we have considered, right? So for the 0, it's 1, 2, right? For 0, it's 1, 2. For 1, it is 3. For the 2 and 3, it's nothing, right? So this is the example that we are going with, right? This is the example that we are going with, right? So let me consider this one as example. Yep. So this is fine. So step, we have 4 steps actually here, right? So I'll just go with 1, 2, 3 as well as the 4 here, right? So Q before first we'll be starting with a start node, nothing but the 0. So see, graph will be like this actually. 0, 1, 2. For this, we are considering 3 actually, right? This one, for the 1 we are considering 3. So this is the graph actually, right? So this is the graph. So let me write here. This is the graph. So this is fine, I believe. So Q before. So first what we'll do, we have to consider 0. We have to start with a source node. Then we have to dequeue 0, right? Action, what action we have performed actually? We have to enqueue after dequeuing the 0. See, we have to mark the visited. We have to start with the source node. We have to mark this one visited, and we have to dequeue this one, and we have to enqueue the neighboring elements. Neighboring elements to the zero, or zero consists of this one as well as the two, right? Accordingly with the adjacency list. So I'll just go with the enqueue here, enqueue. So what will be enqueuing here? One as well as the two. It's as simple as that. Yep. Next, after queue after, it consists of one and two respectively. One and two elements respectively. Yep. So now queue before, so this one. So we have one as well as the two. We have one as well as the two within the queue. So so what we will be basically dequeuing this time? One, the element one. Yep. So we will be dequeuing the element one this time accordingly with the code that we have written. All we have to do is we are left with one more element actually. For one, what is the neighboring node for one? For one, we have neighboring node three here. That's what we have considered here. This one. Yep. For one, we have the neighboring element three. We have dequeued one. We have to enqueue three here. We have to enqueue three. Yep. So this is fine. It's as simple as that. Yep. So this will be q afterwards will be 2 comma 3, 2 comma 3. Yep. So this is fine. Next, what we will be doing? So next we will be going with a 2 comma 3 actually. So q after we have 2 comma 3 here. So I'll just go with 2 comma 3. I'll just go with 2 comma 3 here. Right? It's simple. Next, what we need to dequeue here? This time 2. The last element. The last element. Nothing but 2. Right? 2. Right? So we will be dequeuing the element 2. So do we have any element? Do we have any neighbor to the 2? We have nothing here. We have nothing here. So I'll just write here no neighbors. Right? No neighbors. Right? So this is fine. So the queue, we will be left with only the element 3. Will be left with only element 3. So this we know. Now the queue before, we have the element only 3 here within the queue. So 3 will be dequeued directly, and 3 we have no element in the queue. We have no element in the queue. So I'll just write here no neighbors. Right? I'll just write here no neighbors. Right? It's as simple as that. So we don't have to dequeue anything, right? We don't have to so we have to dequeue. We have dequeued 3 actually. We don't have to perform any action as we have no neighbor, and now the queue is empty. We have to process until the queue is empty accordingly with the code that we have written. So now the queue is empty. We will stop here, right? So these are the steps actually. These are the steps as per the code that we have written, right? So these are the steps as per the code that we have written, right? So final traverse order here, you can clearly see 0, 1, 2 as well as the 3 for the example that we have considered. So this will be final output will be, or the final traverse order would be 0, 1, 2 as well as the 3. So this is going to be the output that we have to get. Yep. So yeah, now we have successfully dry run the code. So let's do one thing. Let's go to the coding part and let's run the code. So the output that we need to get here is 0, 1, 2, 3, and we have the complete idea on the code that we have written. Yep, let's do that. So I'll just come here yeah, to the coding part. So let me run the code. Yep, let me hit the run button. I have hit the run button. Let's wait for some time. Yeah. So this will run monotonic queue, I believe, man. My bad. So let me come here, man. 1 second. Mm, 1 second. Ignore this actually. So this is not the one. Come here and let me this one. So here you can clearly see we are getting the output 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we are getting the output 0, 1, 2, 3. Ignore the warnings. We are getting the output 0, 1, 2, 3, which is absolutely correct. Which is absolutely correct. Yep. So accordingly, so we had just a dry run the code, right? So we got the output 1, 2, 3. How we saw accordingly with the code that we have written, we had dry run the code. We got 0, 1, 2, 3. How we saw the same thing, right? Just before this actually. So we are getting the desired output. So we are done with the BFS using Q, right? So this is one of the important algorithms. You have to know this one at any cost, right? Yeah. So this is fine. We are done with the BFS using Q. Next, what we will be doing? Next, what we will be doing? Let's do one thing. We are left with only one thing before hopping into the next algorithm. Nothing but this one, complexities part. We have to discuss the complexities part, right? Let's do that. So let's discuss the complexities part here. So we will be visiting each vertex exactly once. So it will be big of V, right? And we will be traversing all the adjacency lists once as well, accordingly with what we had discussed. So we'll be traversing all the adjacency lists as well, right? So overall total time complexity would lead to big O of V plus E. V plus E, nothing but vertices plus edges, right? We'll be visiting each vertex once and we'll be traversing all the adjacency lists once actually. So overall time complexity would lead to big of V plus E. See, for the space complexity part, so we'll be going with a visited array, yeah, that stores the visited state of each vertex. So it will be big of V. And also we'll be going with our and also we went with a queue, right? That can store all the vertices in worst case. So that will be big of V as well. So adjacency list storage will be big of V plus E, right? So total space complexity would lead to big O of V plus E as well. Total space complexity would lead to big of V plus E as well. So the time complexity and the space complexity for the code that we have written would lead to big of V plus E and big of V plus E respectively, right? So we are done with the BFS using Q or BFS algorithm, right? So next, what we'll be doing next, we'll be discussing on the linked list algorithms. We'll be starting with a singly linked list, right? So for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.